Booyah.
Here we are, back with another episode of the BradyBagz show. For the first time, minus Sean Brady. I truly do believe this is the first time that Sean Brady has not been here. Obviously, he had his baby, so he's doing dad duties. We'll call in at some point.
He will call in. He just couldn't let you have it.
That's fair.
That damn Sean, right?
Hey, Sean got his first shit christening yesterday.
Oh, I saw
it's
that.
official now. Welcome to fatherhood, kid.
There you go.
Quick recap.
Yeah. You want to let Haskell do it? Jump in where you feel. Where you got?
No,
Getting beat up by Joey today, bro.
I'll cover.
I'll jump in where I saw, because I had a situation. My father-daughter danced with my daughter, so I didn't catch some of the bottom of the
I'll run
card.
through the fights that I thought were notable, and starting with Gabriel Bonfim, the bigger of the Bonfim brothers at welterweight. He put out Chaos Williams with a submission, Darce choke particularly. You had Johnny Walker's brother, Walter Walker. He came out, took him down immediately, heel hooked him. Jose Delgado, never heard of the kid, fought Connor Matthews, came out, got a big TKO, big straight right hand, sent him to the floor, TKO'd him. Nazim Sadikov, head kick, question mark kick, right to the face of the other Bonfim brother, cut his face open, doctor stoppage.
You guys took him, correct? I think you took Nazim.
Yes, he was an underdog. He's tough, man. He's a gamer. So Edmund Shabazian obviously beat the can, Dylan Butka. I don't know how that kid got that shot to just
It's a can of bud.
But in all fairness, Edmund Shabazian hit him with a beautiful. He was sliding back, came back in, threw a straight cross.
Yes.
I mean, that shot on anybody probably would have hurt you, if not put you down. But it was a really nice straight right hand. Yusuf Zalal, he got the job done. He kind of just made Calvin Kattar very frustrated, and it wasn't a very entertaining fight, but, you know, he just beat a guy who was ranked ahead of him, so fuck it.
Question about, it's crazy, because watching Calvin Kattar fight, I'm like, damn, like, usually it's the other way around, where it's like dudes ain't cut out for 5 rounds. This dude is cut out for 5 rounds. It seems like he can't get warmed up in 2 rounds. Because you've seen this when he fought Zabit, the same thing. It looked like he was kind of getting cooked the first 2, and then the third, everybody was like, damn, if this was a 5, it looked like he would turn it and kind of win it. Yep. Whereas just 3-rounders, I guess, I don't know what it is, but he just can't get it going in 2 rounds.
Yeah, maybe he just, I think that's the problem with some guys that are like overly analytical.
Oh, okay.
Where they're trying to assess everything and download information. Like they start saying all that shit. It's like
you got 12 rounds like boxing.
At the end of the day, bro, that's the whole point of the camp. That's the whole point of training hard. That's the whole point of intensity during the training. And if you don't know how to go from hot to cold and just like step it the fuck up, like, come on, bro. And your coaches got to be honest with you. After, the first round, it's like, hey, yo, we got to win this round. And I think his coaches did tell him that, but he just didn't get going. So boring fight, but Zalal did what Zalal does. Jared Cannonier, I'm gonna save Andres for last. This is kind of how I thought the fight would go, to be honest. RoboCop's a big ass dude at middleweight, very muscular. It's kind of crazy to even see him make 85, but he makes 85. Comes out hot, dropped him a few times, looked good. It was a fun fight, entertaining. Definitely, I think, the best fight of the card. And then, kind of gasses. Jared Cannonier kind of gasses a little bit, but winds up hitting him with a nice elbow, putting him down, and getting the TKO in the 4th, man. So, fun-ass fight to watch.
I was about to say, I guess it seemed like they were trying to put...
40.
Yeah, no, that matters. That matters a lot. But it seemed like they were trying to put him in the gatekeeper position.
Well, when you lose 2 to up-and-coming ranked guys, Kyle Berhalio, Nasruddin Imavov, he's lost to Izzy, and he's also lost to Robert Whitaker. So those are the 4 ahead of him, which he said in his post. But, he's lost to all top-ranked competitors. I think you're due to fight backwards for once with an unranked guy. And obviously Gregory Rodriguez was on a hot streak. But
I like Gregory Rodriguez, but yeah.
But let's address it.
What's that?
Is Gregory Rodriguez fraud checked because he had his first main event and he lost to a fucking guy who's a veteran and been there forever?
No, I'm not
He gassed out.
Yeah, but I think 2 wrongs will make it right, and that's not what it is.
I don't think 2 wrongs make it right either.
Yeah.
But it's crazy.
That's what people say.
How many people are going to shit on this guy now? You know, he had a great fight.
Nah.
He dropped him. He had his moments.
And somebody said on one of the posts was like, what they say? I can't believe I took Gregory. It was a good pick. He had 2 knockdowns.
Look at the guy. He has world-class jiu-jitsu accolades.
Yeah.
He's huge.
Yeah.
He has knockout power. Yes, I understand. I said, if you go back and watch, I said very clearly that I thought this fight was up in the air.
Yep.
And I said either, I think Gregory has the better skills, which I think he was showing early. I think he was definitely doing better than Cannonier, and Cannonier kind of weathered the storm on the new guy, like the veterans do, and then he started putting them on him. So, but
you seen the difference in Rodriguez too, though. Once he hit him with everything he had, the hands went from the shoulders down to the hips.
Yeah.
And that's when it was Cannonier just fucking took advantage of that shit.
Yeah.
But with that being said, Joey, I believe you knocked both these motherfuckers out. I'm just being honest with you.
I believe I can too.
I believe you can.
You're supposed to, man. It's people hate hearing
Trust
that
me.
shit.
It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. We're going to find out, motherfuckers.
Only one fight that I wanted to touch on with this besides Petrosky was the Bomb Fiend fight, because I watched it and there was like a little
Which
controversy.
one?
The main card.
The head kick one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They think what they were saying is they were asking, at first they were saying it was like a language barrier. Asking if he wanted to go on. He was saying yes, but shaking his head no, or saying no and shaking his head yes, one of the fucking other things like that. But with that being said, I think it fucking broke his cheekbone and his eye socket with that fucking
I saw
kick.
something about avoided a fracture on one of the headlines or something.
That shit, because he was actually winning the fight.
Yeah.
Like, he was winning the exchanges and everything, but when that fucking question mark kick hit him, that shit fucking, I felt that shit.
How was it looking before? Where were
Bomb Fiend, to me, I felt like Bomb Fiend was actually winning the exchanges.
Yeah.
And then he got fucking smacked with that, and they went into the round, like in between rounds, and that was when they were talking to him, and he was like yes and no, or some shit like that. Something about the fucking the language barrier or some shit with him.
Got you. Yeah,
Well,
like I said, I didn't jumped in late, so I missed a lot of that stuff.
you didn't miss a lot. But, save it for our teammate, Andre Petrosky, getting the dub over Rodolfo Vieira. Congratulations to him.
Free money.
As far as the fight itself, Andre stuck to what he has been practicing, which was just kind of staying on the outside, blasting that leg kick, defending those takedowns, even hit him with, a couple scares of his own. I think he got 2 takedown attempts in. I don't know if they would have counted just because of control time, but yeah, a lot of people were saying robbery, and I really had Andre winning the first and the third for sure.
Okay.
I do believe he 100% lost the second round, but I don't understand how anybody could call it a robbery. I think he had the more significant damage. I mean, Andre had like a welt on his eye, but I don't really remember
Center
him
control. I mean, I'm looking at the stats now. Statistically, total strikes 60 to 58 in Vieira's favor. Total significant 58-55.
Pause that real quick. Let me get Sean in here.
Yep.
My bad. Yo, Brady.
You.
Hello.
There you go. I'm just to put you. We just recapping Andre. We about to be moving on from the recap, but the last thing was Andre. I'll give you a second right after this because Haskell was talking to see if there was anything you wanted to talk about on that real quick.
Good morning, Sean. How's the baby?
The baby is good. She is on. She is on board.
Glad to hear.
The baby is on board.
Good. We're just going over a little recap of Petrosky's fight real quick, and some people were calling it a robbery. We're just reading the stats. And then the only statistics on that, Joey, is there's 1 takedown and none, and Vieira has 1 minute and 50 seconds of control time to Andre's 5. That's it. It's a pretty much even fight.
Yeah, but again,
It's
watching
definitely
live.
not a robbery.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. 1 and 3 for sure. You would agree?
1 and 3 for sure. It was a close fight. It was not a robbery. I thought Andre clearly did enough in the third round to win. Even when Rodolfo scored his takedowns, he did literally nothing with it. So yeah, like that kind of means nothing.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you think this both of y'all, anybody, doesn't matter. The continuous to call out Bo Nickel, you think is a good look for Andre, or you think that he'll ever get it? I saw Bo had a little clapback, which was a little funny, but
It was actually pretty funny. I don't know that he's going to. So this is the first time I think he publicly responded to Andre's call out.
I mean, it's getting to him though.
Even though he's saying like, "Bo, where you?" You know, he's like,
he just wants to wrestle
UFC
him.
Doesn't want me to fight any more cans.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I think Andre's biggest tool is that he has confidence in himself, no matter what anybody else sees, and it's potential to get it. Yeah, I think it's a good call out, but I don't know if he will get it.
Gotcha.
I mean, he's getting closer and closer because Bo, like Joey just said, Bo finally responded. You know, so not saying that fight will happen, but just Andre getting the recognition of Bo responding, is something for sure.
Right. Was there anything else on that card? We kind of moved through it all. Anything else on the card that stood out to you, that the main event or Calvin Kattar fight? Anything stood out for you?
Yusuf Zalal looked really good for 2 rounds, then didn't fight for the entire 3rd round. Just didn't want to engage. So like that was kind of not the best, and that's why a lot of people don't want open scoring, because say he knew he was up 2 rounds and then he just kind of coasted the 3rd. So yeah, it makes the argument for open scoring not that good. And then Jared Cannonier looked amazing. You know, it was bad for him early on, but he showed that he's a true vet and he got it done.
Going on to
New card,
main card,
next card. Let's start with. There's a lot of canceled fights I'm looking at. I don't know,
Modestas
motherfucker.
or Mansour. You know Mansour Abdul-Malik from Contender?
He's a middleweight moving up to 205. He's a middleweight, so that'll be a light heavyweight fight, right?
It still say middleweight. Nick Klein. I couldn't find nothing on Nick Klein, but I remember Mansour Abdul-Malik.
Okay. He's a middleweight. He had a good showing. I don't know who he's fighting, but I would go Mansour Abdul-Malik. He looked really good on Contender.
I told you last time we watched him, he kind of looked like a baby Curtis Blades a little bit, like his style, ground and pound, mean ground and pound if he can get there. All right, on the feet, I thought when you watch him, like I said, he got really good. It's like the way he switches. It seems like he's somebody who has a lot he can get better at, right?
A tall ceiling.
Yeah, and he's getting there. Every fight seems like he's getting a little better and better. So. I don't know much about Nick Klein. I could not find anything on him. I believe this is his debut.
It's Calvin's cousin.
Is this his debut? He was on Contender, Geraldo Souza.
Yep.
Let me see this real quick.
Rufio's on the card from Hook.
From who?
Rufio from Hook.
Yeah. All right, yeah. But other than that, Mansour Abdul-Malik, and I don't know if you saw anything on Modestas. What's his name? Modestas Bukakis? How do you say his name?
I don't know. I don't give a fuck.
It sounds like a sneeze.
Start with you. Ricky
I'm not
Simone.
going over that one.
Have Basharat.
I would go with the Rafael Cerquera to beat Bukakis.
Okay.
Moving on, Ricky Simone, Javid Basharat. I'm going to go with Javid Basharat. If he is able to avoid the takedown, which I think he will. Obviously, I think Ricky Simone's going to try and keep attempting. But, Sean, what do you think? I think Javid Basharat is able to stop the takedowns and get his boxing flowing.
Yeah, I like the Basharat brothers a lot. I think he has really, like you were saying, he has really good boxing. His clear path to victory is to shut down the takedowns, even though he's a good grappler himself. But that's where Ricky wants to get those takedowns, score that control time, and that's exactly what he's going to be looking to do here. Ricky is a strong grappler, but I just don't think that he's going to be able to get Javid down and hold him down.
If I was going to ask, because I did watch his last joint about who was it, Vinicius Oliveira, and that was like a really, really tough fight. And he did. Would you say that if you were going to go with an underdog, would you say that Ricky Simone would be a our underdog pick if you're going to try and take a chance on one?
Yes.
At a plus 240?
I mean, I don't think it's going to be a blowout. Like, it's definitely going to be a close fight. Am I edging Basharat? For sure. But if the money's good and the value's there, you definitely can't go wrong with a Ricky Simone pick.
I think I'm actually going to go with that.
Yeah, I like that. Moving on, our teammate Nursultan Ruziboev has taken a short notice fight.
Yeah, boy.
Against a guy who's relatively new to the big show, I guess you could say. I think he was supposed to have a contender series fight. It fell through. I'm not sure. But yeah, he's going to take this fight on short notice. You know, we are locking Nursultan for KO. He's got just so much more fight experience, and he's our teammate. We got to ride with him, and I do think he knocks him out. So
You may have seen this guy next to Jared Cannonier. I think it's his coach, or I don't know if it's one of his training partners or something like that. But he was in the cage next to Jared Cannonier after he won. I did look at some of his stuff. He does have some grappling matches online. He knows jiu-jitsu, but I didn't see anything where it's like, I don't see how you can really get him down because he doesn't wrestle. He just knows the basics and fundamentals of jiu-jitsu. Other than that,
well, having trained with Nursultan recently, he's really done a good job with his takedown defense. Obviously, it was an issue in the Buckley fight, and I don't think he's taking him down.
I can't see it. That's
He's
what I
ready
couldn't
for
see.
that.
Yeah, I couldn't see nothing in the sense of him taking him down, but I thought the dude was defensively disciplined, but I think 1-2 down the middle will work.
Nursultan's going to get the win.
Nursultan's hard to take down, and then if you do get him down, he's very hard to submit. So I don't see this guy giving him any problems. I would, just like we said last week, hammer Shabazian by finish. I would say hammer Nursultan by knockout.
It's the lock.
Then he's going to go home, get another wolf hat, 4 more properties, another $1 million, fucking prayed.
He's going to get an apartment complex.
And
for
four
like
four
$1,000.
Clydesdales.
Yeah.
Fucking
Next fight, Adam
Did you
Fuggett
guys-
versus Billy
that-
Ray
that's-
Goff.
That's
Canceled.
canceled.
It's gonna be Ian
Ah.
right here.
So the fight's completely off. Billy Ray's not fighting at all. Damn.
Nope.
Dude, Tapology stinks. Ian Cutelaba is stepping up again to fight Ibo Aslan, who is the Turkish guy. He is, I believe, the only Turkish guy in the UFC, and he is at light heavyweight. Guy's explosive. Yeah, he's explosive, and he brings it. It's actually, this is a 50-50 fight for me. I don't know who's the favorite, but I am... Oh, man. I don't think that Ian's going to be able to wrestle this guy, so I think I'm going to go with the Turkish 14-1 light heavyweight.
You got something, Sean?
Yeah, I think Ebo is going to probably win by knockout. I don't see Ian being able to get him down, so I think they're going to slug it out in the feet, and I just think that Ebo has more firepower for sure.
It is a pick-em. It is very close, so it is very close. So that's an interesting one.
He's been fighting way, like I said, way smarter. If you look at the last
Cutelaba, yeah,
if
for
he
sure.
decides to fight that way, I didn't know, and he showed like he got a sambo background as well, and he showed it a lot better in his last fight. I think the other dude is very, very heavy-handed, much more powerful. If he can get the takedowns, cool. But if not, I think you will be in a world of trouble. So
I agree.
Just
I
see.
agree. Andre Fili versus Costa. He has the pigmentation of his skin. Usually has his hair dyed red these days.
Rufio.
I'm torn between this one, man, because I think the guy Costa is like fundamentally sound, but I think Andre is a little bit crisper, a little bit better. Does his chin hold up is my concern. But if it does, I'm going to go with Andre Fili.
This man is also moving down in weight. He was fighting at 55. He's now moving down to 145. So
He's missing.
that might
Yep.
that might play a factor.
You think he'll miss weight?
I'm going to pick. I'm not saying he's going to miss weight, but it might affect his performance cutting that extra 10 pounds. So I'm going to go Andre Fili. I feel like he's the vet. He's fought a lot of tough guys, beat a lot of tough guys. I think he'll be able to get it done.
All right.
Now I'm going Costa. You got the camo face.
I'll give you a breakdown on this guy.
So the next fight is your boy Alonzo Menifield taking on
Former
Julius Walker,
D1 basketball player.
former D1 basketball player.
He's an athlete. He made a little bit of noise on the regional. He doesn't have a lot of fights. So
Yeah, he is 6-0.
Yes.
But his last victory was for peak fighting against a 20-11 guy who he knocked out in the first round. He knocked out a guy who was 7-5 in the first round. Triangle choke in the second round. I mean,
to point out, this is his 5th scrap this year. I
he had a
believe.
bunch of amateur fights. Lost a decision. So
It's not. It's his fifth. It's his fifth scrap in 2025.
I think this is going to be his fifth. No, I'm sorry. It's since last year. In the last
Fucking
year.
9
In the
weeks
last
into
year.
the month, into the
In the
year.
last year
I was
total.
gonna say-
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what did he fight? The last.
he had 5 fights. He had 4 fights in 2024, and this will be
In a year span, it'll be within a year, right?
Yep, within a year.
Seeing
Gotcha.
that. But yeah, he's tall. He's athletic. It seems like he likes jujitsu. He only boxes. He doesn't kick. He doesn't do much.
Boxes out.
But I think you just gotta go look. This is no Dustin Jacoby. Like if you look at who Menifield just fought, same kind of build, same kind of frame, a freaking world.
I'm gonna go
kickboxer.
with Alonzo Menifield.
Correct.
Even though I am not 100% confident in that, I wouldn't be surprised if this guy can't get him on the ground. But I'm going to go with the veteran Alonzo Menifield.
Yeah, I'm gonna go same exact pick. Alonzo's been there. He's done that. He's got big knockout power. He's got big kicks. So I'm gonna pick Alonzo.
This next fight, I'm hype as shit for this fight. I'm a big Baghdasaryan fan.
Oh, whoa.
I think that he is very talented. I'm also a fan of watching Gene Silva, which Sean, if you remember, he's the one that has the tattoo Lord across his. Yeah, so comes out of the Fighting Nerds. He comes out of that Fighting Nerds camp. Dude's a dog. Stepped up, fought Ruziboev up a weight class. Broke both of his hands, I'm pretty sure, or his hand or something. Kept fighting. But Melsik is, I don't know. I think he's very, very, very good. If he can keep it on the feet. So I think, I don't know what the odds are here, but I'm going to go with Melsik Baghdasaryan. Just because I think it makes it much. Here it is. Where the fuck is it?
This is a tough one to pick. They're both super good. I'm probably going to go with Gene Silva just because as of late, how good he's looked. He's got a lot of hype around him, and he's coming from a really good camp. Yeah, I think it's going to be a great fight. I think Nelson could get it done, but I'm just edging Gene Silva in this one.
And he does have more fight experience.
It seems like the Fighting Nerds kind of got the juice right now a little bit. They're a good camp. I feel like
they got some good shit over there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, interesting fight. I don't know what the odds are. I'm sure SteadyPicks will release it, but
this is it right here.
Put it up for Melsik Baghdasaryan for me, and obviously put it up for Sean taking Gene Silva. I want to see those odds on when this gets released. Rob Font versus Gene Matsumoto. Gene Matsumoto is 16-0. He's a bricked little motherfucker for being a bantamweight. I'm going to go with him. I think he's going to be able to get the wrestling implemented, which is going to kind of even them out with the striking difference. And I also don't think that Rob Font is that far ahead of him in the striking that he's not going to be able to, have good defense or be able to get to his takedowns. So Gene Matsumoto, official pick.
I don't know much about this guy, but it sounds like Joey knows his thing about him. So I'm going to ride with Joe Pfeiffer on this one.
I'm gonna go Rob Font, man. I watched that. He fought Brad Katana last. I was watching it last night, and the one and you got to think Rob Font fought Kyler Phillip or whatever, and he did try to maul him in the first, if you remember. And Rob, I don't know if Rob has great jiu-jitsu, whatever, but I just seem like Rob Font doesn't stop fighting. And then Kyler Phillips gassed in the second, and then Rob Font was on his ass for the rest of the fight, and he did pull it off.
Oh yeah.
If you watch the Katana fight when Gene, what's his name, Matsumoto fought him, same thing. He got gassed late in the second, I think, into the third, but
he was a debuter.
That's true. And one thing I think, like I said, Rob, he just not derailed. I don't think Kyler Phillips was like a derail, but I think they're trying to put these youngins up against Rob Font.
No, I think that would be a derail.
This would be a derail?
Yeah,
Okay.
Kyler Phillips was like, I'm high on him.
He's high, right? Yeah. I think Rob Font about to prove it again. Like, yo, it's levels, and some of the OGs just not ready to go yet. They're going to stick around.
If you guys don't like the Gene Matsumoto pick from me and Sean, take the fight to go
over.
To start the third round or to go over, decision. I don't believe that this kid's going to get finished. I don't believe Rob's going to get finished. So, yeah, I would take that decision or hammer the fight to start round 3, one of those props. I think that would be awesome. That's
That
just
went
a
going
win.
crazy.
I'm rocking out with Sean and Joey on this one because dude's last name sounds like a fucking cell phone company.
No, honestly, it sounds like an exhaust brand for like a
Does it?
Mitsubishi Evo.
Yeah,
It's got me a
it 100%
Matsumoto.
sounds like it sounds like a Japanese car brand.
Yeah.
I'm out here on my jet ski, a fucking Matsumoto.
Brendan Allen,
Here we
number
go.
10, 24-6, taking on Anthony Fluffy Hernandez, 13-2. He's number 9. Very interesting fight. These guys have fought before, just to let everybody know, and Anthony Hernandez won the first fight. I don't think it was by much. I think it was a decision. Obviously, Brendan Allen has had double the fights of Anthony since then, has had a wealth of good wins, a few losses to some top guys. Obviously, he lost to Nasruddin Imavov his last fight. Was dealing with some health issues. Has lost to the former champion and Sean Strickland. So he's always been up there with the best guys. Anthony Hernandez is on a tear. He's becoming the guy who's like the cardio king of middleweights.
Weaponized it, right?
Weaponizing it. Coming off his win with Michelle Pereira. So very interesting. I don't know who's going to win this fight. I'm going to go with the more experienced Brendan Allen. And I think if he is able to have success on the feet, I think he is the better striker by far. Honestly, I'm not really impressed with Anthony Hernandez's power or his boxing skills or anything besides his pace and pressure of wrestling. So and this is a 3-round fight. So Brendan's used to being in 5 rounds, 3 5s.
Oh shit! I'm reading it wrong. Yep.
Don't ever correct me again.
5 threes.
5 3.
It was a glare.
Yeah, 3 5-minute rounds, but so I think I'm gonna have to go with Brendan Allen, even though I would say take this fight for the decision as well. I think these guys are both gonna go at it.
Yeah, I think it's a very close fight. They both have really good grappling. I would kind of give the edge to more versatile jiu-jitsu to Anthony Hernandez, but Brendan has really good chokes from the back. He's good from all positions as well. But I do give Brendan the edge in power, and I think he has better striking, like Joey said. So, like Joey also said, I really don't know who's going to win this fight, to be honest. Obviously, we're homers for Brendan Allen. I'm going to pick Brendan Allen, but it's definitely going to be a good fight. I don't see either guy getting finished unless maybe somebody gets clipped. And then on that side, I could see Brendan maybe catching Fluffy with some knees in the clinch. But, I'm going to pick Brendan by money line, or you can go Brendan by decision.
I didn't hear about his health issues last fight, but that was my only scare because watching that one, you thought it looked more like cardio. I didn't hear anything about when he was sick, and that was the only reason I was kind of like, damn, I don't know.
Yeah, and the only reason I know is because he's told me.
Okay, I was about to say, that's what I'm saying. I didn't hear anything about that.
Yeah.
Got you. All right. Because that was my only thought. I was
And
like,
I ain't
damn.
putting it out there.
No, I'm not asking you. I didn't know.
Stop
Whereas,
asking,
when you watched the last fight, it kind of made you nervous. Like, damn, like he just didn't look like himself. And then I remember me and John
he
was
was
watching
very
it
flat,
like,
very tired,
tired, couldn't get off the ground. I'm like, what do you got, fucking flu or whatever? Like, so
well,
if
he
the
was
cardio
struggling.
was there, I think he could get it done.
From what I've heard, he's got it not fully under control, but much better than the last one. And best of luck to him. But
Well, respect to him not making no excuses or even putting it out there. I think that's whatever. It is what it is.
moving on to the main event, Henry Cejudo versus Yadong motherfucking Song. 21-8, number 7. Henry Cejudo is number 12, 16-4, former 2-weight division champion. Blah blah blah. Olympic gold medal. Yeah. So,
How you go? That's some major accolades. yeah,
bro, you
Olympics,
just. I'm saying yeah. In the sense of you'll just sit here and read it forever. No, Henry Cejudo, Song Yadong is going to be a banger. I'm gonna just go with Song Yadong, man. I think he's gonna be able to stop the takedowns. And I don't really think that Henry Cejudo's heart is in it. And I don't really see him doing anything different than what he does. So I would either take Song Yadong or I would take the fight to go to the decision for sure.
Henry Cejudo plus 220, just so you know. Song Yadong minus 270.
Now I'm sticking with Song Yadong.
Henry doesn't look great as of late. He's getting older. Doesn't seem like he cares so much about training. I watch his YouTube channel. He doesn't look in the best of shape. I think Song's going to blow through him. probably knock him out. So yeah, and Henry's never been a huge fan of mine, so I'm not gonna be.
Yeah, fuck you, Henry, pussy.
Like Joey said, to those accolades, Song Yadong, money line.
Yeah, no. So I think we're both leaning Song, simply because I think Henry's been out and inactive a lot. Obviously, he had his fight with Merab. I don't fucking remember who he fought before that, but you know, if you can't get past Merab and you're an Olympic wrestler and you got out wrestled like that, and obviously the pace, and you know, I don't know if younger Henry Cejudo would have been outpaced like that or out wrestled, considering his 2 fights with Demetrius Johnson were like back and forth and back and forth. So he's definitely not the same. If he takes offense to it, whatever, fuck him. And yeah, may the best man win.
Hold his pocket, bitch. Get done north over here, cuz.
Yeah, so that concludes the whole card. It doesn't seem like nobody's.
Melsik Baghdasaryan.
You see it
is
down
a
there
plus 425. That is my underdog pick of the week. Hammer that motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
He can box his ass off. The only way I can see him losing is if he somehow gets knocked out, which I don't think will happen, or he gets taken down, which I don't think is a part of Gene Silva's plan.
Lord.
Yeah, so that concludes the card. I don't have any news this week. Only thing I saw that was. Are you guys happy about the? It seems like the old gloves are back. The new gloves are out. The old gloves are back to
Fuck
stay.
yes. I was literally like contemplating texting Dana like, "Hey, brother, like, can I not wear these fucking dookie ass
They
new
suck?
gloves? Dude, they're trash." Sean, there's no way you like those things either.
No, I'm definitely I'm in the camp of the old gloves are much better. So I'm super happy that they decided to go back to where we belong with the OG gloves.
With
Nice.
the OG gloves.
So
That's it, man. That's all you guys. 9:36. And then
No, hold on.
Go, I'm sorry.
Last week we fucking forgot. Sean didn't bring it in about the fucking Super Bowl. We didn't give the Eagles love.
Bring it in.
We have to. Go ahead, start flapping your fucking
Oh,
wings.
you
See, now you just made it weird. I ain't doing it.
I don't really do the
I'm
flapping.
about a falcon dive because you just killed the momentum.
Sorry, buddy.
bring it in. Super Bowl chance back
Yo,
to back.
did you go to the parade?
I was there.
Oldest
Fucking
motherfucker
loser.
at the parade,
Unreal,
right?
dude.
No, that's memories with my kids, bro.
Are you the one that shot the girls out in front of the porta
Fuck
potty?
no.
Oh, okay.
It was fights down there, man. That's not a safe place.
nah,
That's
man.
a whole
No,
bunch
no,
of
no.
drunk.
I wanted
went-
to go because I didn't go in 2018 or whenever it was, or 2016, 2018, and fucking like, who the fuck wants to go out there when people are getting beat up, jumped, and shot?
It is a lot of
Joey
videos
would be
surfacing where it
on
was
fucking world news, bro. If
What?
he was,
It is a lot of
If he
videos,
was
you
by
probably-
City Hall, bro, he would have been down there rep catching, cuz for real.
it was
I went to
a lot of
Broad and Shunk. They drove past. I got the fuck out of there. There was no bullshit. When we first won, I was at the art museum. We was down there fucking fighting. People knocked my son Connor out of his fucking wagon down there. So I was like, I'm not doing the same shit. I went right where they pulled the fuck out. They drove past us. I got right the fuck out of there.
Yeah, at least I
I
went to
don't
the
like
first
sports
parade.
enough.
A good adjustment they made was they actually got porta potties this time. When I was down there the first time, motherfuckers was just dropping and squatting.
That's
Just pissing
insane.
all it was people. It looked like healthy Kensington people. Like, that's what it was.
Nice. Nasty work.
It just looked like really healthy Kensington people living horribly. But I saw that they had porta potties down there and shit. I think the litter is embarrassing. I think the way we left the city is embarrassing. I think
I
that's,
That's
agree.
every
that's
Super
the
Bowl parade, though. I'm not making an excuse. Every fucking
You're
parade
an
is
adult,
like
man.
that.
Throw your stuff in the trash. I be at work sometimes when dudes throw their stuff out the window. I don't know how
don't
I
like that
sound, but
shit.
I be like, yo, you're a grown ass man throwing trash out the window in somebody else's community.
Yo, real quick. What happened with you and Randy Brown? The fucking still usually
Yo,
out there
that's steady
crazy.
picks. Yo, it was staged, man.
Yeah, listen.
It was staged.
When I first
I'm
watched
going
that
to
video,
go to the bathroom and get
Go
ready
ahead.
for training.
Go ahead.
when
go
I
ahead.
first seen that, I really thought like you two like were fucking fighting off
Nah,
a group
man.
of people.
I
and
was
shit.
talking shit in his neighborhood. He just pulled up on me. That's all.
Sheesh.
Yeah, but it wasn't what it looked like. I was trying to get a good position.
To the
I wasn't
fans, now
running.
he's got what you want. Stars of the show, Justin and Kurt. You know, we're gonna do a spinoff.
I'm signing out. Sign up for SteadyPicks. Sign up for SteadyPicks
Thank
Premium.
you, everybody. Sign up for SteadyPicks. Argue with Kurt in the comments. We love it.
It's a little rocky right now. Like I said, Sean just had his baby. The schedule's trying to get back to normal. We trying to give him some time, but
Shout
everything
out,
will be back
Dev.
to normal.
Thank you, Dev Wade. You're the man.
Sign up for SteadyPicks.